Hello again. Thank you for looking in. It's a fine day today, bright and sunny, and it will likely be quite warm later. I've decided I need to stay hydrated today. If I was to ask you, would you say this glass is half full or half empty? You know what I'm getting at, don't you? We often describe someone as being a glass half full sort of person. We mean a person who usually sees things in a positive light, brimming with optimism. Others, we say, are glass half empty people, a wee bit pessimistic in outlook, just a wee bit negative. It comes out in all sorts of ways. We had a good spell of weather recently, warm and sunny with hardly a cloud in the sky. And I was out walking my dogs when I met a friend. "Lovely weather," I said. "Do you think it will last?" "I certainly hope so," she said. "We must make the most of it while it does." Later on, I met another friend. "Lovely weather," I said. "Do you think it'll last?" "Well," he said, "the forecast isn't very promising." Which of those two would you say was a glass half full sort of individual, and which a glass half empty person? I used to see it at school before I retired. When we had some new initiative to implement, there were always those who would talk it down. "This will never work," they would say. "I just don't see the point." And they would go about it somewhat half-heartedly, to say the least. Fortunately, there were those who said, "Right, let's get down to work. We can do this." On the whole, given the choice, I'd rather work with glass half full than glass half empty people. Helen Keller was an American author who advocated for the rights of disabled people. She lost her sight and hearing after an illness when she was only 19 months old, and then communicated mainly using a homemade sort of sign language based on touch until the age of 7, when she met her first teacher and lifelong companion, Anne Sullivan, who taught her language, including reading and writing. Keller went on to be educated in both specialist and mainstream schools, and went to the Radcliffe College of Harvard University, becoming the first deaf-blind person to graduate Bachelor of Arts there. Now, Keller could have been forgiven for being a glass half-empty person, but she was anything but. She travelled throughout the United States and to more than 30 countries around the world, advocating for those with vision loss, working tirelessly for those with sight or hearing impairment. She was most certainly a glass half full sort of person. "Nothing can be done without hope and confidence," she once said. I think we can learn a lot from Helen Keller about how positive thinking can lead to positive change in your life, about how an optimistic outlook can be good for both your physical and mental health. Jesus had something to say about those things too. "Do not let your hearts be troubled," he said, "neither let them be afraid." I think too of the words of the Apostle Paul to the church in Rome. "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." In other words, try to see the glass as half full, not half empty. Look to God and his word for the encouragement you need. May you know God's blessing today and always, and may he fill you with hope by the power of his Spirit. Bye for now.